Yo, what up? Hello, hello. Welcome in. Someone's already rickrolling me. What the hell? It's okay. It's okay. I've got a big surprise. Yeah. Who's really the rickroller? Am I right, fellas? So I'm gonna put this on this side again. Yo, thanks for the bits, Marco the Poochie. Hello everyone. I've had a slightly frustrating morning. I had to buy some software that I didn't really want to buy, but I had to for reasons I won't get into, at least not today. And they sent me an activation code. I'm like, all right, cool. I typed it in, and then it throws like an error code. It's like, there was a problem doing the activation. I'm like, cool. I feel like it's a real slap in the face to spend money on software, and then you try to use the activation code, and they're just like, oops. No. Is it gonna be like this the entire stream? What's wrong with this? What could possibly be wrong with this picture? So yeah, that was a little bit annoying. You know, sometimes I understand developers have to make money. I'm a developer. I like making money. But also, it'd be nice if when you did, it didn't throw an error and say, well, you still can't use it. So I sent them an email. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Crack the key. Maybe that's a good idea. I think the thing is that it talks to the sky, as in, you know, it like verifies with the cloud or some shit like that. So I'm sure they've like figured that out, but still. Oh, TTS is not on. My bad. I haven't rewritten. I keep saying this. I've said this 3 streams in a row now. I've said I'm gonna rewrite my overlay because I wrote it. It's currently kind of an offshoot of the KC chat server, and that was written in C++. So this is written in C++, and it's just kind of like, well, it probably shouldn't be. This is probably the sort of thing that should be written in JavaScript or Python, probably JavaScript. And there's not much. I haven't maintained it in a very long time. I was amazed that it actually still worked at all. So, yeah. So that's the. So. At some point I will fix this. Maybe I'll even do it next stream. I don't have a schedule yet, as I'm sure you're aware. I was going to stream yesterday, actually. My plan was, you know, I streamed on Friday, so it's like, it makes sense to stream on Monday as well. But on Sunday night, I ended up sleeping really badly, and I got okay. I think the overlay should be working now. Yes, I think it should be. So just real quick, I'll refresh this. So yeah, on Monday I woke up and I felt really terrible all day. I did nothing except I wrote an email that I had to write. Like I'd been putting that off for a while, so I'm glad I got that sent. And then the rest of the day I just played Minecraft because my brain was sludge yesterday. The Rickroll ended. What a shame. Absolute travesty. I'll put it on loop. Alright, so think of the efficiency of C and C++. I know. It's just that the web is not. You're clearly not supposed to write like web stuff in C or C++ anymore. Like, I had to write my own IRC implementation for the overlay to work at all. I have to write an IRC implementation. I have to write I didn't have to write a WebSocket implementation. I could use a library, or I could use a library for IRC, but I didn't have one. I happened to already have a library for WebSocket, so I could use that. But if I didn't, I'd have to write something. Anyway, it's just a bit silly. Whereas all this stuff is much more available in JavaScript. You can just get like a Twitch bot app off the shelf, and you don't even have to write. You don't have to write IRC. You don't have to write the Twitch bot stuff. You just get it because that's what everyone uses. That's what everyone else uses. So it's the easiest thing to do it. So So yeah, that's my last couple of days. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. I was going to, but I didn't. I even thought maybe I'll play some Minecraft on stream because I'm trying to get to the end, which I've never done before. And I know that like plenty of people stream Minecraft. It's not a new thing, but I thought it might be interesting to do my my first ever attempt at the end on stream. Bro still plays Minecraft. Yeah, you're right. No, I to be fair, it's not that when you say still, it's not that I've been playing it consistently for the last 10 years. I started playing that game in 2010 when it was still in alpha, and I played it a lot in 2011. And then I didn't play it for like 6 years, and I played it a bit in 2018. I got back into it in 2018. I feel like everyone did a little bit. And then was out of it for another few years, and then I got back into it like last year. So it's very much been on and off. So I feel like most people, that's like most people's experience with Minecraft though, because you probably get this way with Stardew Valley as well. I hear that it's the sort of game that you get really into for a while, and then you like fall out of it, and then you get really into it again. Why do I have a ceiling fan by your kitchen? Bro, do you think I designed the apartment? Do you think I made it? I don't know. I've never used it. Oh, you lowered the quality. Now, the whole stream is Minecraft. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I have made another upgrade to my apartment. Every stream, the apartment is slightly better. I know that there's still a lot of mess over there. We're working through it. The couch I want to buy is on sale, so I figure it's probably a good time to get that at some point. Maybe I might do that later today or tomorrow. But the best improvement is something you can't even see. It's let me see if I can angle the camera towards it. It's this shelf over here. Now, what is it? It might all look like one solid black blob on there, but it does. Oh, that's so disappointing. You know what? I'm gonna take a photo, and then I'll show you the photo. Oh, my phone isn't here. Hang on. Alright. Hang on. No, I gotta get the Rickroll in the photo. Cool. So, alright, wait for that to come in, and I'll show you what's on my shelf. It's basically, it's not all of my game consoles, but it's a substantial amount of them. And I will say, it is a little terrifying to see them all in one place, because before I had them kind of in drawers in storage, and you don't really, like, when they're out of sight, they're out of mind, you can kind of forget about them. You forget about how many... Yo! Sean TV Core, thank you for the Prime sub. Thanks for the Bezos bucks. Really appreciate that. I don't know why didn't the overlay work? Yeah, this happened last time where like the overlay... Oh, actually it'll be over here. The overlay was like semi-working but not making any sound, and I didn't know why. And then at some point halfway through the stream, it started to make sound. At some point, like I said, I'll rewrite this. I don't know. I haven't touched this code since like March. It's like almost 6 months ago. Oh yeah, so the photo. Let me show you. Okay, so you can kind of see... I just realized this guy is like looking at us. He's like, what do you think you're doing? So this is, again, not even all of my consoles. And you can see that how much mess is accumulated. Like I said, I'm working through it. I'm working through the mess. I just kind of got everything into the apartment. I haven't figured out where everything's going to go yet. But here's the shelves with all the consoles. Now, I've had some friends over, and the first thing that anyone says is, "Why do you have 3 OG Xboxes?" But the real question they should be asking is, why do I have not 3, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 PS2s? And to be honest with you, I'm actually not sure. I mean, I could, if I went through it, I could probably figure out the backstories to all of these. Yeah, so, but the short answer is, the reason I have so many OG Xboxes and PS2s is usually because I picked them up really cheap, or they were given to me for free. And either they might have slightly not worked, or that might have worked perfectly. And I frequently will like sell them afterwards if I don't need them, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just don't get around to them. It depends a lot on like where I got them from, why I got them. The 3 Xboxes I picked up when I moved to America. I didn't bring an OG Xbox because they were too heavy. So I picked up one while I was here, and I think I picked up a second just because it was like cheap and it was in my area. I do a lot of browsing on Facebook Marketplace, and if something is like under $20 and they're like, we don't know if this works, I'm like, that could be interesting. So that's how I got 2 of them, and my plan is I was going to give one of them to a friend, but that hasn't happened yet. But the other problem is they're both 1.6s, which means that you can't flash their BIOSes as easily. You have to use a mod chip, and one of them, the mod chip is being used to run the HDMI port. It's getting very nerdy now. So essentially, there are reasons why, and either I haven't gotten around to like I'll usually just accumulate stuff because I'm like, that seems cheap and it might make a good video, or I might be able to sell it later on. And it's basically, this is just stuff that either doesn't work or I haven't sold yet. The reason why I have 3 360s, the one in the middle, the Slim, is actually the one I grew up with. That's mine. The 360E was given to me for free from the same person who gave me the Wii U, for the free ones from GameStop, the ones that like got that lady dropped off or whatever. So that one was free and it doesn't work. My plan is to repair that on stream sometime, or at least look at it. This one is from... I went through a phase of... this was pre-pandemic. I would notice that people would sell like an Xbox 360 with 40 games... No, maybe not 40, like 20 games for like $40. And I thought, you know what? Each of those 20 games could probably sell... I could probably sell all of those 20 games for $40, like if I sold them individually, and then I kind of get a free console. So this is from years ago. I had that idea and I brought it over, and I stopped doing that because it actually is a real pain in the ass to sell individual games, unless it's a really popular game for some reason. They'll be sitting on your eBay account for like months before someone buys them. You can eventually make your money back that way, but you don't make a lot of money, and it takes a very long time, so I don't do that anymore. It's a way to get a console for free, basically, but it's not a lot of fun. It's not enjoyable. It's not very profitable. Again, you get the console for free, but otherwise, it's not a full-time job or anything like that. The PS2s, so some of these are from Australia, and then I realized that in America, it's actually really uncommon for a TV to support a PAL video feed. In Australia, nowadays at least, they tend to support both. But here, like, this TV doesn't support PAL, it only supports NTSC, so like all my PAL consoles don't really work properly. So some of these, like the pink PS2, that's a PAL one, but I realized I couldn't use it. None of the TVs here support it. So I had to buy... one of the fat PS2s is from from Australia as well, and then and then I had to pick up a and one of the anyway. I feel like I'm just rambling now. The point is, some of them are from Australia, some of them from America, and usually I pick them up for various reasons. And I just haven't gotten around to getting rid of them yet. I feel like I could just go on forever about this, and I feel like no one really cares. Time to import a PAL TV? That's what I'm saying. I mean, if I could have brought my Trinitron from Australia, I unironically would have, but I don't think it would. I mean, there's just no way. There ain't no way. At a PSX? You mean the DVR or PS1s? I know people get that confused a lot. Whenever I say PSX, no one knows which one I'm referring to. So I started saying PS1. 4 Wiis? No, it's only 3 Wiis. One of them is a Wii U. Yeah, also, hardware is super cheap in America. That's the other thing, is that in Australia, like, I wouldn't have been able to acquire it. Like, a lot of this stuff was probably less than $10. And I was just like, if I make a video about that, then that's probably, completely worth it. PSX is the PS3, the PS2 with the DVR, yeah. Yes, I don't have one of those. I've thought about getting one just for fun, but I don't know if I really, would get much use out of it. There's the, but the PSX also at one point in time referred to a PS1, but I think it started to fall out of favor because of the confusion with the actual hardware known as the PSX that they made. PS Twitter, true! I'm late? No, I really only just started. We were talking a little bit about my... this is not, like I said, this isn't even all of my consoles. This is just a bunch of them that I fit into this shelf. And like I said, they used to be in storage. I had like a walk-in closet in my previous apartment, and a lot of people would use that for like clothes. Me, I mostly used it to store video game consoles, and it was easy. I found when they're kind of in a closet, it's easy to kind of forget about them and not think about like, do I really have 9 PS2s? That seems a little bit excessive, but yeah. So I've put them in shelves, A, so that they're accessible, and B, so that maybe it keeps me. It reminds me what I actually do own. I did get rid of a lot of the. It's like the 3 PS3s from that one video. I gave one of them to a friend. I sold the other one, and the cockroach one I held on to. I felt bad about selling that one. I was like, it still smells a little bit like cockroach feces. I feel like I'm just gonna hold on to that one. So I still have it. It still works. A lot of people said like it's gonna break after a month. Hasn't broken yet. I have 2 slim PS2s. My plan was to get rid of one of them because I bought one of them and then I found that it's one of the later models that you can't soft mod fully. You can only hybrid soft mod it. So later on I found, this has a story behind it. Later on I found another PS3 and it sold really cheaply because it was erroneously listed as a PS2. And I feel like what that means is anyone who's looking for a PS3 can't find it, and anyone who looked up PS2 doesn't want it. So I found it, and I got it for like that was definitely less than $20, and it ended up being one that you could actually soft mod. So I was like, well, this will just be my PS3 now, and I was gonna sell the other one, but I held on to it because it's a model that's late enough that it has the GPU is a 45 nanometer, which works a little bit. It runs a lot cooler than the earlier models, and there's something called the Frankenstein mod, where if you have a fat PS3, that's valuable. Yo, thank you for the Bezos Bucks Figgy2112. Thank you for the Prime sub. I really appreciate it. Yo, thanks for the Bezos Bucks Bex953. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the Prime sub. 3 months. Hell yeah. I'm gonna talk about this just a little bit because this is mildly interesting. A lot of what I'm talking about I feel like is not very interesting, but this mildly interesting. So we're all familiar with the fact that the PS3 went through a couple different hardware variations. Obviously, there was a fat PS3, a slim PS3, and an even slimmer PS3. Essentially, each one of these became cheaper to manufacture. That was why Sony liked doing this. But of course, infamously, the launch models have hardware PS2 backwards compatibility. That means they have the PS2 CPU and I think GPU as well inside them at all times. And it didn't take long, November 06 to March 07, for Sony to realize, hey, having a whole PS2 in here is actually really expensive. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Now, backwards compatibility is a very popular feature. We all like backwards compatibility, but they kind of determine, I think there's an interview somewhere of like a Sony exec saying, we found that backwards compatibility is a feature frequently requested, but not often used. So they were like, let's save some money. Let's software emulate the PS2. Now, I guess it says partially software, so I assume that maybe they had the CPU, the hardware CPU, but like the GPU is software emulated. Maybe someone knows. But yeah, so they started to cut some of the hardware out because they were like, this is too expensive. And then by late 2007, it was all gone. They also dropped the ports from 4 ports to 2 ports. So essentially, they did a lot of cost cutting between late 06 and late 07. And that means that these launch models, especially these ones, have become super valuable. People really, these systems will sell for like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, whereas like these ones, these later ones will only sell for like 50 or less. Now, the issue with these earlier models is that because they're earlier models, a lot like the 360, they're prone to hardware failure. We all remember the 360 Red Ring of Death. The PS3 had a similar, though not as bad, issue with overheating. I think, lead-free solder becoming brittle, stuff like that. The chat is in my face. Oh, you're right. I was supposed to put the chat... I guess I could have put it... I wanted to put the chat up, but then the problem is that it like messes up the overlay. For now, I'll just put the webcam in front of it. I mean, that'll do. Sorry about that. So these run really hot. These are the hottest running PS3s. Which sounds like a euphemism, but no, I actually mean quite literally. The temperatures are high on it because these are at 40 nanometer. Now we all know that as CPUs get along, as technology advances, they get smaller and smaller. They become more and more heat efficient for the same performance. So over time, they became more reliable. But these ones are still the most valuable models, and so it's not only are they rare because it was only, they're only around for a couple months, really, they also keep breaking. So someone mentioned it in chat earlier, people have designed or created what's called the Frankenstein mod, which is where you get rid of the old PS3's heat inefficient GPU. I think it's only the GPU, might also be the CPU, but I'm not sure. And you replace it with a GPU from a later model, like a 40 nanometer instead of a 90 nanometer. It runs much cooler, much more reliable. You can resurrect your PS3 this way, which is worth it because they only made a couple of these. So the reason why is I'm going to bring it all back. The reason why I've held on to a second slim PS3 after all this time is because it's a 40 nanometer one, and I'm like, maybe one day I'll track down a backwards compatible PS3 with a dodgy GPU, and I'll fix it. All that to end up with that result. Since I subbed here, does that mean I can talk on the Discord? Sure does. The chat is behind your face. I can't see the newest message. Now I'm upset again. I know. So what I was trying to do, you can't. I don't know why. So if I can move the chat up, but then the whole overlay is up, and then what if I move the? Oh, okay. This could work. Wait, what the hell? Hang on a minute. So if I move the chat up, it goes up. And then... Yeah, but then the event list is down here for some reason. But I can move that up. OBS is being very strange. You can't even see what I'm doing because only I can see like the boundaries. Very strange. Alright, no, I think that'll work. But wait, if I go back to... Oh, but now the event list is down here. Anyway, it's the reason why is because OBS is being really like annoying. What if I think I have to do it like this. So if I I think this will work. So if I copy these, paste them here. All right, yeah, I think I just have to like ungroup them. There. I think that'll be okay. Sorry, I was just checking if any of my other scenes had the this chat. I think it's just these two. Cool. Not bad. Not bad. Isn't terribly difficult if you have a BGA machine and some experience. So I have neither of those things, but I'm the kind of person I like to learn new skills. So I would certainly, if you know, I would absolutely, you know, acquire a BGA machine and figure it out if there was a good reason to, and this is obviously a good reason to. I have a fat non-compat PS3. Why even live? True. Yeah, I have the cockroach PS3 is a fat non-compat, and yeah, what's even the point? Oh, why why do you have a 32x CD? The answer is, why the hell not? It is actually true. Hang on. I need to get wireless headphones. This is stupid. This is ridiculous. All right. So, I've always kind of been fascinated by this. It's such a... Speaking of Frankenstein, right? It's such a disaster. But I'm so fascinated by it, and that's why I had to get them. You know, when I found some good... The problem is, all this stuff can be pretty expensive, but over the years, I found some good deals, or at least some reasonable deals. I had the Genesis for a while. The Genesis, because they're so common, this was only like $20. The Sega CD was the one I really wanted, because I have a real soft spot for crappy FMV games. But they're really expensive, and so one day, at this time, I had a girlfriend in America, but I still lived in Australia, so I visited America often, and I was checking eBay, and I found this Sega CD. It was faulty, and because it was faulty, it was cheap, and I was like, you know what? I think so. I think I'm gonna get it. And I had it mailed to my girlfriend's house, and when visited her next. I picked it up and I was like, yes, finally. And I brought it home. I had to fix it because it was broken. And I really wish I'd made a video about that, because this was back in 2019 where I wasn't making a lot of videos, but it was such an interesting repair that I actually wish I had made a video. By the time I realized that, it was too late. But yeah, so I fixed it and I got a Sega CD out of it. Epic! And then recently I got the 32X, which I don't even think I've tested yet. It was so recent. It was like just before I started moving, so like I put it in and then I just put it into storage. So I don't think I've even tested it yet, but one of these days we will. And the reason why did I get a 32X? Well, there are actually like 5 Sega CD games whose graphics become slightly enhanced when you have a 32X. Like the colors can get slightly better, the resolution can get slightly better, because the Sega CD can actually use the extra processing power in the 32X. It's actually, from a technical standpoint, moderately interesting. It's just such a terrible idea for a product, and that's why it fascinated me enough to have to pick one up. Okay, so that's why. Put cockroaches in it for content. Excuse you. Fahrenheit for Sega CD requires 32X. Is that one of the 5 games? I know that there's a 32X variant of Night Trap, infamous Night Trap, and infamous Corpse Killer. I don't know the others though. The nice thing about the Sega CD, and don't call the cops, is that it was made before CD burners were popular, much like the CDI. And that means that there's no copy protection because no one could burn CDs. It was completely, it was assumed that if you could burn CDs, you were probably a big like industrial factory. You weren't just some dude at home with a PC. The 32X is so weird in itself. This weird stopgap between the Genesis and the Saturn. Yeah, it's a funny thing that they thought that was even a good idea. Like, either it cannibalizes the hype for the Saturn, or it completely gets overshadowed by the Saturn. Like, I feel like there's no situation where people are like, yeah, let's slightly upgrade my Genesis now. Let's spend a bunch of money now and slightly upgrade my Genesis instead of waiting for the next console. Anyway, it's Mega Drive, really. You know, yeah. This is a Genesis because it's an American system. All the stuff is from the US. But yeah, if I'd gotten it in Australia, it would be. But the problem is that if you get this stuff in Australia or any PAL country, it runs at 50 hertz. So it's like it runs 16.7% slower. That's a bunch of bullshit. How will I ever get the world record for Sonic if I have to run at 16.7% slower? Oh yeah, there's an FPGA EverDrive for the Mega Drive called the Mega SD that plays Mega Drive and Sega CD games. Yeah. I've heard about that. I know it's kind of expensive. Hang on, let's look that up real quick. Yeah, this is really interesting because the Genesis is basically like the expansion port that the Sega CD plugs into is actually, I believe, basically just another cartridge port. It just chooses one or the other depending on what's plugged in. So you can, I believe, have a complete Mega CD or Sega CD in the cartridge slot just as easily as in the expansion slot. So you can pull this off with, you know, you can re-implement a whole Sega CD in the cartridge. It's pretty wild. And yeah, I'd be interested in something like this. What is it? It's 250 euros. You know, for what it is, that's probably like that probably is about what it should cost, but it is also a lot more than I actually spent on the Sega CD. Again, I got it broken, so I was kind of cheating, but still. At least PAL usually had full RGB. SCARTA's a blessing. Yeah, true. I mean, I have to say, in Australia, we didn't really have SCART. Like, Australia kind of got the worst of both worlds. We got everything in 50 hertz, and we didn't have. We followed the American model of we basically jumped straight from composite to HDMI. Well, we had S-video and component, but there was never widespread adoption for RGB or even really like component. It was basically, yeah, we just jumped straight from analog composite to HDMI. A bunch of bullshit. I like to call SCART shot. Damn. How will they ever recover from that burn? With all your Wii's, have you ever considered making a portable mod? You know, no. I really appreciate like the technological innovation of doing that, but I personally just don't really have any interest. I'm not really a portable gamer. I don't know why. Maybe because maybe because I work at home. Like I'm never on the train or anything, or I'm never like, I don't go outside very often. So I've always kind of figured, well, you know, if I'm going to play some games, I may as well play on the TV or on my computer. So I've never really been a portable gamer. I don't play games on my phone either. So yeah, I've just never been super interested. I think it's super interesting from the fact that people can pull it off, but me personally, no. What are we doing today? So I don't really have a lot. I don't really have anything planned. I was considering, I mentioned earlier in the stream that I've been playing Minecraft. I considered playing some of that on stream. I don't know how interested anyone would be. There's also a lot of shovelware that I've promised to play, but I haven't gotten around to it, like Air House Party on the Nintendo Wii, sponsored by Home Depot. Excuse me, the Home Depot. I still want to play that. So I guess it'll be playing one of those. If I'll make a poll later on. If people want to watch shovelware or Minecraft, I'll make a poll for that at some point. But that's really the only plan. What I wanted to do, the other thing I wanted to do was there was something I wanted to do, but it didn't make sense to do it today, so I'd have to do it another day. I want to stare at Lego Island. Yeah, I do want to try doing some Lego Island reversing on stream at some point. If I fix the CDI, no, I need to buy some new media. I think that just comes down to, for some reason, the CDI doesn't like verbatim CDRs, which is really weird because in my experience, verbatim CDRs are usually the best. Like, they have the best compatibility with the PS1 at the very least. But yeah, the 3DO, I mean, the CDI just doesn't seem to like them, so I'm gonna get some TDK media instead. Use PowerPoint to write code. I actually have, like, PowerPoint had that Visual Basic engine, or all of Microsoft Office had like Visual Basic macros in it, and I actually have used those before. You know, I have another thing I need to mention. I gotta say something about this. I've just got to. This emote. Oh, firstly, Matt KC feet got approved. So if anyone wants to throw some feet emotes into the chat, go for it. But this cute emote, Matt KC cute, I think it is no exaggeration to say this is ruining my life. I mean, what the hell is this? Why am I seeing this with my own two eyes? What did I do in my life to deserve this? What is someone gonna do? Photoshop me in front of 9/11 next, or that like American soldier who's standing in front of those prisoners, being like, what? How far is this going to go? Or what is this? I wasn't in this movie. I mean, to be fair, it'd be pretty sick if I was. I could play Natalia, or whatever her name is. But well, I'm not a playable character in this game. Though, now that I think about it now, I'm like, that would actually be pretty fun. Maybe I should be. I should be a main character in this game. I am the main character of the world. Why shouldn't it be me? Yeah, anyway. The moral of the story is, I can't believe you've done this. Ah, fuck. I can't believe you've done this. Yeah, what am I, Oppenheimer? What are you trying to say? What are you calling me, a Nazi? Actually, no, he was against the Nazis. What are you calling me, a non-Nazi? Wait, that's a good thing. Someone should Photoshop my mouth so it looks like Pierce Brosnan's, right? Just stretch this out a lot. I've always loved this photo. I remember posting, like, okay, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, I remember posting this exact demotivational poster on, oh wow, that really is where Natalia was. Hell yeah. I remember posting this exact demotivational poster on Facebook in 2010. That was 13 years ago. And I remember posting this. And I'm still laughing at it 13 years later. What's funny is I remember the only comment I got on it, because, well, we were 13-year-olds on Facebook. We weren't exactly making great content. But I remember the only comment on it was someone saying, like, I don't get it. Excellent teenage discourse on Facebook. Anyway, 2010 memes. You know what? Here's another thing. When I was that age, when I was 14, I was 14 years old in 2010. I used to love demotivational posters like this. And you know what I think today? Today, I can't believe I ever thought they were funny at all. I looked up demotivational posters recently. I'm just like, well, this is shit. This is just not. I mean, I guess that's good, right? I'm not like, my sense of humor has evolved. It hasn't stayed stagnated in one period of time. But I'm just like, why did I ever think these were funny? I used to make calendars, like, unironically, I would make calendars. I think I made them in PowerPoint. Like, I would manually make do all the dates with, like, PowerPoint tables, and then I'd print them out. And as the image at the top, I would put memes like this. And, you know, again, this meme is funny, but, like, the demotivational stuff, it's just kind of over-explaining the joke, right? And I used to I had a calendar and it was full of demotivational posters. I would be like, that's funny. And it's just like, it's the cringiest shit ever. Anyway. Yo! Why isn't the overlay working, huh? Oh! Huh. Wait. Wait. It would be, I think. Is this correct? No. Hang on. Give me a minute. Let me try to see if I can fix this overlay. Because there's a lot of people spending channel rewards and they're not working for some reason. Oh, no, wrong one. I don't know, actually. I actually don't know why it's not working. Tell you what, next stream, maybe I'll rewrite my overlay next stream. I have no idea. Like, again, I mean, I could probably figure it out, but the problem is, like, again, I haven't looked at any of this code for like 6 months, and I'm looking at it now, and I'm just like, how did this ever work? What was this trying to do? Does anyone else know that feeling where you look at code that you yourself wrote, and you're just like, what the hell is this? Who wrote this shit? Why aren't I using Streamlabs? Because 2 reasons. One, Streamlabs kind of sucks. I never really forgave them for that whole, like, OBS fiasco. No, I shouldn't say that. Mostly it was just so I could get, like, a more custom functionality, like that unregistered hypercam thing, or the Bandicam thing, or the Fraps thing, or whatever the hell. It was just so I could, you know, we could get more interesting stuff. Or the fact that the TTS is Microsoft SAM. It was just so that we could do, like, more interesting stuff, basically. Fuck Streamlabs. True! Based! It's more than 2 weeks old. It was written by a stranger. That's basically what I'm running into right now, except this is older than 2 weeks, but I think it would still apply even if it was just 2 weeks. I may write spaghetti code, but it's my spaghetti, and nobody touch my spaghetti. True. Oh, yeah, update on the elevator. So, if you weren't in my Discord, I mentioned, so on Friday, actually, when did the elevator break? I think it was on Thursday. It was whenever I sent that email to maintenance. Let me actually check. Let me try and get a timeline for you guys. So, yeah, so the elevator broke on Thursday, and I stopped, like, stopped using it. I couldn't move. I had a bunch of stuff in my car, and I couldn't get it in. It wasn't broken. What happened was, you would be in it, and I'm on the 3rd floor, and which is the top floor, and it would be fine most of the way up, and then somewhere between floor 2 and 3, it would start shaking. It would be like, and you would feel it. It would go up and down. You would, like, it would feel probably like what it gave you the sensation that you might be about to die, essentially. Yo, thanks for the Bezos. Actually, no, it's not a Prime sub. It's thanks for the real sub, IOIXD. I really appreciate that. So, non-intellectuals might read that as a lol XD, but me, an intellectual. No, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the 6 months. Hell yeah. So yeah, it's very spooky to ride the elevator, and so I stopped riding it. I was just like, you know what? Not today, Satan. So I would take the stairs, and meanwhile, so I sent an email to the maintenance saying, like, hey, just in case you don't know, the elevator's broken, and yeah, so and I didn't get a reply. On Friday, I streamed, and oh no, I didn't get a immediate reply to the email, but I did get a text message saying, please don't use the elevator, someone will be there in the morning to fix it. And I was like, okay, fair enough. So on Friday I streamed, and we had a prediction running, like, did they fix the elevator? And I went out, and I pressed the button, and as far as I could tell, it did not go when it reached the top. I didn't ride it, because fuck that, but as far as I could tell, it didn't make noise as it approached the 3rd floor. So I was like, they fixed it. Claps, Drake's in chat, they fixed it. Yeah, I'll get one. And then on Saturday, I was like, well, cool, they fixed it, let's get some of that stuff out of my car. And it turns out, it broke again. It made a again. And I was just like, damn. FML, because I still couldn't get the shit out of my car. So, and I got another text saying, hey, please don't use the elevator. We will let you know when it's ready to use. I was like, oof. So we kept taking the stairs. Finally, that was Saturday. Finally, today, it is Tuesday. Finally, today, I got a reply to my email saying, sorry for the delay, the elevator should be working now. And I was like, sick. Finally. Finally, they got someone out to fix it. So today, I went out to the elevator. I was like, cool, let's use it. I was going to check my mailbox. So I pressed the button. Nothing happened. Kept pressing the button. Nothing happening at all. So they might have fixed it. It might no longer violently shake and make a lot of concerning sound. Or it might just not work at all now. You might just not be able to even call the elevator. It sounds like I'm breaking it. Well, maybe it saw my face and it's just like, you know what? Fuck this guy. maybe it saw this, right? Maybe it saw this and was just like, you know what? We're just not gonna serve this guy. Not after he did this. He did this. He himself is J. Robert Oppenheimer. So, yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's certainly possible. It's not shaking if it's an operation. So, allegedly, it's been fixed. I couldn't tell. I haven't been able to try it yet. Just kindly ask the elevator to stop shaking. Stupid? Oh, you're right. My bad. Fuck. I can't believe I didn't think of that. I should have just been like, hey, would you kindly stop that? Or HTML in the corner. Do I have some HTML in the corner? As far as I can tell, no. Maybe I had some over here. Oh, I did. Wild. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, it is there. It's just behind... Okay, it is here. Hang on, if I, It's here, but you can't see it because it's too dark. So I turn my brightness up. Yeah, there it is. Well, I don't know what to do about that. I'm just going to turn that off. Sorry, I apologize, but I think we won't be able to see any events today. I'll get that fixed at some point. Also, I love how I clicked cancel, but it didn't reset. All right, there we go. Flashbang. Oh yeah, sorry about that. It's shaking because it's so excited to see the guy who stared at Lego Island for 12 hours. True. I mean, can you blame it? All right. Here's a question. Look, I do not have a PS5. Do I wish I did? Honestly, not really. I feel like consoles kind of fell off after the PS3 and 360. Am I wrong? Like, who the hell bought an Xbox One? I know that the PS4 is popular. PS4 didn't the PS4 is really popular, but I don't know. There was never like a solid game that I feel like it really appealed to me, except for like the Uncharted remasters maybe. But that's technically a PS3 game. Is the PS5 good? I don't know. I always feel like nowadays everything I want to play is just on PC anyway. I had a base model Xbox One. It was a console of all time. Was it like... I know that no one has managed to mod the Xbox One. And in some ways it's because, Microsoft invested a lot of money into security. They even have a video about it. Like they have a presentation about like all the things they did to make it as, secure as possible. But also, don't you think it might be a little bit because no one really cares about it? Like, I know that's a little rude. I know I'm being a bit mean to the poor Xbox One here, but just this is one of my favorite statistics of all time. Like, in 2018, which is like peak that generation, not peak probably, but like that generation has not been superseded yet. Like, oh, you can't even see it because it's behind my webcam. So yeah, check out these hardware sales in Japan. Now I know that this is biased. Japan in general is not a fan of the Xbox, but the 3DS sold almost 25 million units in Japan. PS4 sold almost 8 million. Switch sold almost 7 million. Check out how much the Xbox One sold. It sold about a pixel's worth of console. Now again, I know this is skewed data. This is like, Japan doesn't like the Xbox in general. It's not just the Xbox One, but I feel like in general, the Xbox One just wasn't super popular, and part of me wonders if that's one of the bigger reasons. Like, I know they put a lot of security into the Xbox One, but also maybe just no one gave a shit to soft mod it or to exploit it. Maybe I'm being a little rude, you know. Maybe I'm being a little bit overly mean. The Xbox One was pretty much when Microsoft started double dipping in console and PC, which is, yeah, I mean, that's kind of true, right? Like, how many people bought an Xbox for the first Halo or Halo 2 or Halo 3 on the 360, and then at some point they made the Master Chief Collection that was Xbox One exclusive for a bit, but then it ported to PC, which I'm not complaining about, but it's kind of like, well, why would you buy an Xbox now? It's just on the PC. You're right. After this fiasco, hang on. After this shit, no wonder the Xbox failed in Japan. Like, what were they thinking? They'd take one look at this and they'd be like, you know, that might be a cute guy, but we don't want to buy his game console. Nuh-uh. Yeah. Yeah, that's also true. The dev mode. I forgot to mention that. Like, anyone who wants to run homebrew or like emulators, they can. They just run them, right? What's my favorite controller of all time? It's a good question. I'm gonna say it's probably the 360. Though I have an Xbox One controller here, which I might like a little bit better. I think it's uglier than the 360 controller, but it feels a little bit nicer. So it's gonna be like, this is not from a nostalgia perspective or like just from a pure like usability and comfort level. It's probably 360. DualSense is good. I haven't tried the DualSense. Do you still want me to put your feet from the last stream on WikiFeet? You know what? Yeah, sure. It's also an emote if anyone wants to throw some feet into the chat for some reason. Xbox One controller's worse made it feel so much nicer. I can believe that, yeah. It's probably, it's somewhere between 360 and Xbox One. The 360 I feel like just feels, it might be because I'm so used to it, it just feels supernatural to me. I know it doesn't suit every like controller style though. I also like the PS4 controller, though I marginally prefer this layout. Like, I prefer the thumbstick being up here rather than down here. It feels a bit more of a stretch for my thumbs to be down here. But that's probably personal preference. It's, as far as PlayStation controllers go, the PS4 is the best one, but I haven't tried the DualSense. As far as Xbox controllers, probably 360 or the Xbox One. The Expo Bone controller, because I can make it look like my dad's shirt. What does that say about your dad's shirt? Oh, the PS3 controller. Yeah, look, I'm gonna get some hate for this. I think I'm gonna get a hate thread on Reddit. I'm gonna get cancelled on Twitter. Hate thread on Reddit. I'm gonna lose all of my income. But I have to say it. I hate the PS3 controller. Well, maybe hate is a strong word, but I feel like it's essentially the PS2 controller, and then they fucked up the R2 and L2 buttons. Like, they turned them into convex triggers that feel like absolute ass. I hate them. And then everything else is fine. I really hate those triggers. I feel like it's a PS2 controller, but so much worse because those triggers suck absolute ass. But anyway, yeah. What the fuck? What? I don't know. I was trying to look to see if I have a PS3 controller around. It's probably somewhere in one of these drawers. But why would you ever think convex triggers were a good idea? Like, your fingers just slip right off them. I feel like it's the PS2 controller, fine, perfectly good, a little bit old. Like, it doesn't have, like, it's nice to have triggers in this day and age. I'm not a fan of the pressure sensitive buttons on the PS2 controller, but you know what? That's fine. We're not worrying too much about that. But the convex triggers on the PS3, what the fuck were they thinking? Gamer sweat makes them slippery. That too. The PS4 triggers are better. I mean, they're. I probably still don't like them as much as the Xbox triggers, but at least they're not convex anymore. At least they're concave. Oh yeah, COD on PS3 literally swaps to L1 and R1. Same with Uncharted, right? Like, it just doesn't like, it uses the triggers for like camera controls, I think, but like the shooting is just the buttons again. Because why would anyone want to use those triggers anyway? I love the Dreamcast controller, but having them work as slots for memory cards can be annoying if you have too many CMUs. Oh yeah. What's funny is the OG Xbox controller does that too, technically. Like, it has memory card slots in the controller, but it's also got a hard drive, so no one ever really used the memory cards, I feel like. It just gave me the idea for putting a cheap tablet in one of my drawers, having it always plugged in, and always playing the Rickroll. You're welcome. You know what, maybe let's change this to something else, alright? Let's, getting a little bit old, I think. Let's, here we go. Let's put on some an absolute classic. Let me just make sure this is the safe for work version. Okay, sick. Cool. Sonic Heroes? No, not today, but good idea. No, today is going to be either. Let's make a new poll. Let's make this today. What to play? Why is such a short character limit? I'm trying to figure out how to write this. Okay, I'll have to do. Okay. Cool. I've started a poll. The options are, I'm very close to reaching the end in Minecraft, in my personal game of Minecraft. I can show you guys that. We can play. We can see if I can try to get any closer today, or we play on the we I've been trying to play this for a bit. It's a shovelware game called Our House: Party. It was sponsored by the Home Depot. Apparently their branding is in it. I downloaded it, but I never played it. It'll take some time to set up. I'll have to set up my Wii U and shit like that. So yeah, those are the options essentially: Wii shovelware or Michael Craft. Our House: Party. True. We're gonna have some colostomies. Pirated what? I mean, when I say download, that's like the cool hip way of saying I went to my local Best Buy and bought a copy. Favorite Nintendo controller? Gosh, that's unironically a hard one because I have a lot of issues with a lot of Nintendo controllers. The NES controller, fine for its era. It's a little uncomfortable today because it's a square. I don't know if I've tried a Super Nintendo controller in recent memory, so I'll abstain on that one. N64 controller, a little weird. I don't know why they thought it would be a good idea that you physically, hang on, let me get a visual demonstration for this. You physically cannot use all of the controller at any given time. Like, you either choose, usually you have a hand here, and then you either choose the thumbstick or the D-pad. That's a little weird. I mean, this is a classic design in the sense that it's super nostalgic, but also kind of weird that they would make it so that you can't use 33% of the controller at any given time. You can only use 66% of it. GameCube controller, again, an absolute classic, but not a fan of the D-pad, not a fan of the C-stick. This isn't even a real one. Here is a real one. Not a fan of the C-stick. Button layout, it can work well for some games that are designed for it, but it also doesn't work well for a lot of other games. Triggers are really nice though. This Z button on the shoulder is a little bit weird. This, I know, this is super controversial because a lot of people really like the GameCube controller. I was saying that hating the PS3 controller was controversial. This actually might be a little bit controversial because I feel like the GameCube controller, it's relatively comfortable. There's just like things about it that I feel like are kind of weird. Like, especially if you compare it to like the Xbox controller, the OG Xbox controller. It's basically the same. No, not the Duke, but the S. It's basically the same sort of layout, but I feel like it's a little bit more comfortable. The Wiimote is relatively comfortable, but also it like fucked up a whole generation of games because like people tried to shoehorn motion controls into stuff for such a long time. The Wii U tablet, I hate this thing. I've already gone into several rants about how much I hate the Wii U tablet. And then otherwise, it's just what's the Pro controller? I don't think I've ever tried this. No, never tried this. Never tried the Wii Classic controller. These might be perfectly fine. I've never tried them. Switch, the Joy-Cons. These are also kind of bad. They're like, I get that the priority is that they're portable, but they're not like super comfortable. They've had all sorts of issues with like joystick drift. I feel like I'm kind of reaching the conclusion that most of Nintendo's controllers suck. Yeah, I mean, I like the GameCube controller. It does feel comfortable. For games that I even have one here. I have a white one, which I like this controller, especially for games that are designed for it. Like games that are designed for the button layout and the triggers and all that, or the notched joystick. Those are all really good. But if you're trying to play like, as far as like from the perspective of just like generic game playing, there are some things that are kind of odd about it. Wii Remote is good as long as it's not horizontal. Yeah, I can get behind that. Yeah, I'd say it's probably gonna be GameCube or Wiimote, even though like I don't know if that's controversial or like a really basic opinion. I'm not sure what the general consensus on that would be. I guess the GameCube controller is really popular. I'm gonna say, even though I feel like I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be the Wiimote and Nunchuck, assuming that the game doesn't like overuse motion controls. You missed Virtual Boy. Did I? Did I miss it? I've never used one before. The Pro controller doesn't have analog triggers. The the Wii U Pro controller? Or the Switch Pro controller? I think they... actually, I don't know. I've never used a lot of this stuff because Nintendo has a lot of accessories. They have a lot of alternate controllers that I've never used. Yo, how did that poll go? Wow, it's almost a perfect 2-to-1 split. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, it's one vote off being a perfect 2-to-1. I guess we're playing Our House: Party. Both don't have analog? Wow. Wild. That's unfortunate for controllers that new. Just get a Mad Catz. Maybe. I've never used one of those, but it also kind of feels like, well, by the time you're getting to like third-party controllers, like oof. Okay. Well, in that case, oh, real quick, before we get to... Wow, I went down such a long tangent about talking about, like, PS4s and PS5s and Xbox Ones. I wanted to say, PS5 modding apparently kind of exists. Colonoscopy party. I've been seeing some, like, headlines of, like, PS5 modding. And I'm like, holy shit. I didn't think in the year of our Lord 2023 that we'd be seeing a brand new console that you can mod. And this happened in October. How have I missed this? Well, I guess I missed it because like I said, I kind of stopped paying attention to consoles after a certain generation. Also, let me close these blinds. I feel like it's getting a little too bright. Is that right? Maybe a little. Yeah, it's a little dark. Okay, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. I need more monitors again. I downsized to 2, just dual monitors, and I find that I can get pretty much everything I need to get done perfectly fine with 2 monitors, except for, with the distinct exception of streaming. I feel like I need 3 monitors for streaming because there's just so much you have to have open at any given time. Anyways, yeah, so I've heard, and I don't know about this, but yeah, the PS5 is apparently moddable. I just updated software. Oof. Well, maybe it works on latest firmware. That is shocking console security. Yeah, I kind of thought that. Yo, thanks for the 100 bits. Ashton is drowning. Sorry about the lack of... I think it's over here. Yes. Sorry about the lack of overlay. Again, I'll fix that. I might do that next stream. I might like write a... I might work on a new bot and a new overlay next stream. use phone for chat. I guess I could, or like a laptop or a tablet or something. I feel like I don't love using phones for anything just because the screens are so small. Like I feel like if I can get a bigger screen, I want to. How do I feel about the new DreamWorks racing game? I've never heard of this. I have no feelings about it, but what I will say is that DreamWorks is a very hit or miss company. That's all I can say about that. All right, let's look at this. So, PS5 dev. I love dev kits. These are always fun because they never look like the actual console. There's a really ugly PS2 dev kit. Yeah, it's so chonky. I guess for the most part, it looks like what actually got released. It's got a bunch of extra shit hanging off it. The Xbox is really interesting because this is like, I feel like an actual PC of the era could have looked like this. And then, yeah, the GameCube and Dreamcast, they just look like beige PCs, which makes a lot of sense. It's like, it looks really funny to see these game consoles in these beige cases, but it kind of makes sense that they'd be making them as cheap as possible, right? Yo, thanks for the 50 bits. Does your Microsoft notebook still run macOS? No, pretty much. This might be a little bit of blasphemy, but pretty much as soon as I finished that video, I reinstalled Arch on there. Sorry, I just don't have much use for macOS. What's funny is everyone comments on that video like, why would you want to install macOS? Why would you, like, why would I want to make my computer less useful? And I was just like, well, because it's funny. But at the same time, as soon as I like finished that video, I was just like, well, I don't have any use for macOS either, so. Yeah, but interesting stuff. PS3 dev kit. Yo! Why does that look like a... Huh? Why is this so big? Oh, right, I see. It must just be because it's on my brain recently, but why does this unironically look like a CDI? Right? It looks like this. I guess it just looks like any, what would you call it? Home theater equipment, right? Anyway. But so what's the actual state of PS5 modding right now? I do not have a PS5. I probably will not buy one unless a game really sticks out to me. But so far, nothing has really stuck out that isn't like already on PC. But yeah, okay. So what's the situation? It's thankfully getting much easier to buy a PlayStation 5. The nearly 2-year-old console has had enough time with modders to very slowly get picked apart. Now hackers have demonstrated how a recent IPv6 kernel exploit using a WebKit vulnerability... It's always WebKit. The PS3 was exploited through WebKit. I think there might even be a Switch exploit through WebKit. Don't take my word for that. I don't know very much about the Switch. I think there was a PS4 WebKit exploit. There's so many WebKit exploits. Oh, it's so funny. Can allow users access to a debug settings menu in the PS5's dashboard. This menu allows the user to poke and prod around settings usually reserved for developers, including a package installer that can install package files for PS4 and PS5 games. Does that straight up allow like piracy? Oof, if so, holy shit. Oh. We get to watch an X video, which startlingly is not pornography. Alright, so we're in the PS5. It's loading up a WebKit page, or a page in WebKit, I should say. I assume we're going to see some shit go down. Ready? Well, for what? Oh, here we go. You know shit's about to go down when you start to see the mono width text on your game console. All right, What happened? Did anything happen? Oh, they install like a beta of something? I think that's what happened. I think they just installed... Oh, no, no, no. Now we're getting into a debug setting. Cool. I love debug settings. License activation, that's... that sounds like something we're not supposed to have control over. Workaround controller, what the hell does that mean? Alright. Something went wrong. Okay, so we're going to install a package. Yeah, so I was just completely... it's just not... I was just being impatient earlier. The only thing missing for the PS5 is a hypervisor exploit. Kernel and user space exploits already exist. Yeah, that's interesting. But do you need, like, how... If you've already got a kernel exploit, do you need a hypervisor exploit? I would have thought... Maybe I'm getting the hierarchy wrong. I would have thought kernel would have been above hypervisor, but maybe not. Oh, and they installed PT. Oh, that's fun. I wish I could play PT. First time actually seeing the PS5 UI. You know, me too. As far as I'm concerned, like, I'm still in that mode of like 2020 where everyone's like, it's so hard to get. So I'm still kind of like, does anyone actually have the PS5? But apparently, apparently the PS5 has actually sold quite a few units now. It's what, 38 million units. So yeah, plenty of people have them now, but I'm still like, I haven't moved on from like 2020. I get not being able to have backwards compat PS3 because of architecture, but I don't know why PS5 can't have PS1 too. I always hate, yeah, I don't know why. It's just laziness, I assume. I always hate something went wrong, error message, and I'm just telling me, yeah, I know. And any like, any error message that's like unknown error occurred, it's always really annoying. Wasn't there something saying the number of activated units was super low compared to sold? Is that true? Approximately 25% of all PS5 consoles in circulation have never been used. This is a Medium post, so anyone could write that, but... Huh. Oh, I see. So it goes into detail about, like... So they've used a heuristic, I think, to try and figure out how many of these have been activated. If so... Oh, it came from some accidental disclosure, apparently. Does not seem very trustworthy. Yeah, I'm trying to not, like, just blindly believe just a random web page on the internet. So apparently, okay, so they allegedly oh wait, no, this is something else. This is an earlier article. Okay, so yeah, they're using a lot of like heuristics. They're using some data from like PS4 user, like a leak of PS4 user data from, what is this, 2018, with like some newer, I don't know. Yeah, so they're estimating that 25%. It's not they don't actually know, but they've used a handful of statistics to kind of guess. All right, so I saw someone say, yeah, you would. Right, you would need, you would for certain functions to be performed. That makes sense. So there's, it's kind of wild. So there's a kernel exploit through WebKit, and there's a user space exploit. Through a race condition, I suppose. That's kind of wild though, because isn't the PS4 doesn't have any current exploits, does it? I know it has in the past, but like they've patched them out. Yeah, so you can still only hack consoles 9 and lower. Now I know that there is a PS4 exploit through the PS2 emulator. Yeah, so I saw this from CTURT, but as far as I can tell, it hasn't evolved into. So this exploits the emulator and escapes the emulator, so you can start running like arbitrary code, I think. But I think it's only user space. I don't think it goes into kernel yet, or does it? What would be interesting? As you can see, I'm kind of reading this as I go along. But what would be kind of interesting is to do like a segment of my streams where I'll like read up on this stuff beforehand, and I'll do like modding news, and I'll talk about like anything that's happened. That could be kind of fun. And then rather than read this stuff live on stream, I'd actually know exactly what had happened before I started talking about it. Wasn't I supposed to play a Hulk Hogan game on CDI? Yes, but I need to buy some new CD media because my CDI doesn't like what I have already. I just follow the guide on stream and mod the consoles. Well, these aren't guides. This is a write-up. This is like, this is just a demonstration. They haven't. This hasn't evolved into an actual thing that you can do yet. But I do want to mod consoles on stream. But that would be a separate thing. Shovelware, yeah, that's true. We're going to play some shovelware. So essentially, yeah, the PS5 is somewhat exploitable, seemingly, possibly even more exploitable than the PS4, which is kind of wild. Open source stream overlay, yeah. I'll when I rewrite it, I'll release it open source. Yeah, why not? Okay. Wii modding speedrun. It doesn't take any time at all to mod Wii. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna set up my Wii U because it's got HDMI on it, and that makes it easier to capture. Yeah, so give me a minute to set that up. So I have some bad news, which it's not irredeemable. You can figure it out, but I do not yet know where the power adapter for the Wii U is. I'm sure I will find it, but all I can hope for is that it doesn't take very long. What strat would you use, Letterbomb or Eula? I have generally used Letterbomb, but I don't know if there's anything better now. I haven't modded a Wii in since 2020. Whenever I did the $1 Wii, that's the last Wii I modded. Can you get your phone and do an IRL stream to get CDs? I was gonna buy them online, so I mean, we could stream me buying them, but I wonder if there are actually places that sell CDs nearby. Anyway, so if you're just joining, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hang on, switch back to cam. I don't know why we were on that for so long. Any of them work? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm only really familiar with Letterbomb. So yeah, if you're just joining, we're gonna play some Wii shovelware. In fact, I'll even change the title. Our House Party, sponsored by the Home Depot. TM. Actually, I shouldn't say that because it's gonna look like I'm sponsored by Home Depot. No, the game is Home Depot. I just think that's really fucking funny. I wonder if it's if it's a category on here. If it is, holy, it is. I sometimes it's hard to believe how many games are actually in the Twitch library. Like, holy shit. Now with your way back, does that mean with your Wii back, does that mean we're gonna have C? Yeah, absolutely. As long as I can locate the lamb source, by which I mean the Wii U power adapter. All right, give me 1 minute to try and find that. Here, trying to think what should I put on while I'm doing this. I could just put on a meme. Actually, tell you what, so you can get an idea. So you can get an idea. I'll play the Our House Party trailer. Alright, cool. Oh, and I'll pause the music. Alright, so we'll play this, and then I'll look for the Wii U power adapter, and hopefully I can find it.
Rated E for everyone.
Cool.
We're about to visit a family who's in the process of remodeling their home. Let's take a look.
Way to go!
In Our House Party, projects are a party with power tools. Dad and Tommy, they're painting the deck. Lay it on smooth, Tommy.
Check out Mom and Lisa building that wall like pros.
It's a mad race for tools to gain an advantage in over 24 different home improvement projects. Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Whether it's hammering, mowing, or demolition jobs, your Wii Remote is the ultimate tool to build your dream house and become the envy of your entire neighborhood.
So grab your tools and join the party.
So that's the game we're trying to play. Dude, I'm going to that Home Depot and buying a single piece of wood. True. Welcome to the stream, Magical Fee. So that's what we're trying to play. The only problem is, because I've just moved, I'm not sure which of these boxes contains the Wii U power adapter. One of them does, for sure. I just don't know which one. No, not that one. unboxing stream. Maybe I'll unbox everything. Nice Sans T-pose. Oh, true. Good idea. Just use the Wii power adapter. I wish. No, they're actually slightly different. I mean, they're both 12 volts, but one of them has, the Wii U one has slightly more amps, and they like flip to the connector around. The wait, it's worth the wait. Ugh, all right, well. Here, I will keep this going. And yeah, I'll keep looking. I'll try to find it, all right? I can't wait for the next 4 notes of Megalovania. Nope, not in here. I feel like it should be here, but it doesn't seem to be. This is the router. That's the only place it should be, since if it's not in its actual drawer. It's not in there, it's not in there. Well, I found it. It was not at all where I thought it was going to be. Riveting content. Yeah, how the hell are there still 95 people watching this? What the hell? Somehow I found it. Not at all where I thought it was going to be, but you know, I'm gonna take the W's where I see them. Please leave the video on. Sure thing, dude. This is also riveting content. When do you think the next one is gonna be? Alright, cool. Plug this in. We now have power on the Wii U. I'll need an HDMI cable. I really need a wireless headphones. I can make this wireless with an adapter, but I just need to like get that set up, right? HDMI cable. Sorry, that was me. I know it sounded really good, but that was actually me, not the video. Okay. Excellent. 4 people left? They didn't want to watch me search my apartment? Oh, we had another one. The suspense is killing me. Alright, anyway, I'm just kidding. So... Alright, I'll hide the browser. Somehow it reckons this is out of range. That might just be it, like... Might just need a reset though. There we go. Sick! I love Wii U. Yo! Thank you for the Prime sub. Thanks for the Bezos Bucks, Jan Zero. I really appreciate that. Hell yeah, and welcome to the stream, Lee Carter. So, we're about to play, and this is true, the game developed... Actually, I don't know... I don't actually precisely remember this game's relationship with the Home Depot, but they do have a relationship with the Home Depot. We just saw the trailer a bit ago. Oh, I've just stopped the video. How sad. Where yeah, this guy is talking to us, and these kids are like pointing at us. So what I'm actually gonna figure out, what is actually the Home Depot's relationship with this game? Oh yeah, you go to Home Depot. It must be sponsored by. I don't think they developed it. All right, so oh, I have to get my Wiimote, which I think is here. Yes, it is. I'm gonna have to get some batteries in it, which are over here. Oh, nope, none of those. Yeah. Oh. I hate moving. Whoever thought moving was a good idea? Everything is just everywhere, and you can't do anything about it. Trying to find AA batteries. Here we go. Okay. Sick. Alright, we are raring to go. To sync it with the Wii U. I think. Can I not do that from here? Do I have to be in actual Wii U mode to do a sync? Why'd you move? My lease ran out and I wanted a different place. Well, I wanted a more affordable place in a different area. This game is set in a story of gloom and despair, where Lowe's takes over, and there's only one Home Depot left. The Home Depot is your only hope for home improvement. Holy shit. I'm never moving again, and I mean literally. Yeah, honestly, why did I even get out of bed? What was the point? To play Our House: Party? Well, actually, that's a good idea. Is it finally time to play the game of all times? Yes, it is. Let's finally sync a Wiimote. Harper Lee's new novel, To Sync a Wiimote. Finally. Okay, now that we're done with that shit, that bullshit, oh. I haven't plugged my sensor bar in. How can we be... How can I be a Wii streamer without plugging my sensor bar in? Alright. I have to navigate behind this... Okay. Hey Matt, first time I see you streaming. I follow your videos on YouTube for a while. Your OG Xbox and PS3 videos inspired me to get those two consoles. Hell yeah! I appreciate that. I'm glad they inspired you. Those are two very good consoles. Don't mind my username. Chris plays now on Kick. Well, you said not to say anything, so I will not say anything. You know, my current username, I changed it because I wanted to start with Matt KC, and I don't love it. I think I'm going to change it again. But here's one thing I will say about Kick.com. I actually got Matt KC on it. So if I ever streamed on Kick.com, I could actually play... I would actually be Matt KC. I wouldn't have to have any like extra bullshit after my username. I need to get PS3 sometime soon. True. Oh wait. I think I need the green homebrew channel so I can like get it in widescreen. More like dick.com. I mean, That might be quite literally, considering I think the TOS is pretty lax there. I want to make a Wii that runs on batteries just like you did with the NES and Sega video. Is it a good idea considering they have absolutely no idea about electricity or electronics? Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I mean, I don't have any any knowledge of those either. The Wii would be really interesting, especially if you like got rid of some of its power. This is the last Wii shovelware game we played, Wii Dare. If you get rid of some of its like power, like regulator stuff. I know that sounds Monka-esque to do that, but the reason you would do that... No? Is that the only game I have? There's no chance that's the only... There we go. I thought not. But do I have Air Home :party on here? I don't. Alright, I have to... Air House :party, sorry. I have to get that installed. Alright, real quick. Going to... Switching over to cam only. Yeah. You should write an autobiography called The Wiimote Sinking Nerd. Yeah, true. Alright, let's get the game loaded on. The only problem with stuff like this is trying to do it all live. I really should have prepped. I should have had Air House :party on there already. God damn it, Lowe's! What has Lowe's done to me this time? You mean they're making me install the game on the SD card? How dare they? Air House :party. It's in a format. It's in like GCZ NKit format. I'm going to need to get rid of that. I don't think this can load like NKit stuff, right? I'm thinking about modding my PSP, but not sure if I want to do it or not. I hear it's a good idea, but I don't know anything about it. I've never owned a PSP. I've seen tits on Twitch homepage like 3 times in the last month. Really? I fail to see how this is a bad thing, person. oh Lord. All right. Okay. Someone's trying to call me. No. Not while I'm streaming Air House :party. I think this will work. I jailbroke my PS3 yesterday. Was actually kind of afraid of it, but it went well. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's the PS3 is actually pretty easy now. There was a whole stretch of like 2011 to 2019. I remember, okay, let me go back a bit. In 2011, we had a PS3, my family, or my dad and I really. We had a PS3, and in 2011, the first mods came out for... hang on. I've got to bring up a web browser again. Not that. Okay. The first like PS3 soft mod came out. It was like version 3.55, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And so I was like, based. I'm going to install I'm going to jailbreak my PS3, and I did, and it was really cool. I got to do some homebrew, and that's all. I wouldn't do anything else with it. But there was an issue where, or not an issue, but I couldn't play online anymore because you could go online, and there were like ways to like cover up your modded status, but the biggest issue was they would check what version you're on. If you're not on the latest version, then they don't let you go online. And what you would do is you would install like a version spoofer, so you would pretend you're on the latest version, and they would be like, oh, okay, it's fine, and you could play online again. And so that's what I was doing, but then for some reason the version spoofer wasn't working, and I was like, you know, I really want to play with my friends online. I'm 15 years old. We've all got nothing better to do than to play PS3 together. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade. And I'm not going to worry about... I'm just going to assume that they'll come out with another mod soon. They'll mod the latest version. I think it was 3.6 at that time eventually. And it'll be all fine. It was not fine. As a matter of fact, no soft mod came out for the PS3 until 2019, for another 8 years, and I was for that entire stretch of time I was kicking myself, and I was like, I can't believe I had a modded PS3, and now the only way to mod a PS3 is to somehow downgrade your version back to 3.55, which they make very hard to do. They specifically try to prevent you from downgrading your PS3. You'd have to buy a NAND flasher or something like that, or a separate device to do that, and I didn't have any money, so I couldn't do it. And I was really mad, and in 2019, when soft mods were possible again, I modded my PS3 again, and I found all the stuff that I had that I'd left on there. I found all the games I had installed that I couldn't play anymore because I wasn't modded anymore, and they were all still there 8 years later. Just buy a separate PS3. I mean, if I could have gotten a 3.55 PS3 affordably, I might have. But again, I think it comes down to I just didn't have any money. Anyway, so yeah, big oof. How's the decompressing going? It's done. All right, let's install airhouse : party. Do I need to do anything special with this? Alright, I think all I have to do is say, just put it in. All I have to do is put in. Ah, damn it. Alright, hang on. Alright, gonna use Wii Backup Manager to install this on the SD card, and then we'll be fine. Sorry this has taken so long. Again, it's all just moving and not having everything set up, and all my stuff being everywhere. And then not installing this beforehand for some reason. Yeah. But we're almost there. We've almost reached peak Twitch streaming, playing airhouse : party on stream. E3 flasher? That sounds about right. Yeah. Now I could probably buy one. I could probably buy something to downgrade a PS3, but back then, all the money I had was the $5 that my parents gave me for the school canteen. I would buy a hash brown. Don't think I've even ever put a game disc in a PS3. No idea if the drive even works. Honestly, yeah. What's the point? I intentionally nowadays will buy or hold on to consoles that have a broken disk drive, because I know I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to mod it and play it off an SD card or a hard drive or something. If I have two of a console and one of them has a broken drive, I'll sell the one with the working drive and I'll keep the broken drive because I'm not going to use it. Why would I ever need a drive? Hi Matt, I've come to see what shitty shovelware I have. Oh, don't worry, Wii1235. There is plenty of shovelware for you. Don't you worry one bit. Alright. Cool. We're all good to go, I think. I don't know about you, but I am pretty excited about going to virtual Home Depot. It wasn't fun enough to go to regular Home Depot. They had to make a video game about it. Alright, let's do this. I might have to restart my backup manager, by which I mean emphasis on the backups, as in I own these games. Every single one of them. They're all in storage, you know? SMH. Even video game consoles are car dependent. It's such a... It really seeps... It's like a cancer. It seeps its way into everything. So I see they've changed the name. This is Our House Wii. I now live in a Wii. That's what that means. Let's get the cover art. You know, this is a bit of a shame to not bask in the glory of I haven't hooked this Wii U up to my new Wi-Fi. All right, well I won't bore you with hooking up the Wii U to the Wi-Fi or the Ethernet. Actually, Ethernet is definitely preferable. I do have an adapter for it, but I'll spare you the boredom of hooking it up to my Ethernet. Let's just play the game. And importantly, let's make sure the sound is working. Which one of these is it? Is it? Nope, this one. Cool. All right, guys, we're playing Our House: Party. The nunchuck is required to play this game. Wait. Are those real? Those can't be real, right? They can't really have a hammer attachment. That must just be for the graphic, right? Bud Cat, my favorite beer. You're playing... This is the song they went with. I don't have a hammer nunchuck. I don't know why. You know, very bouncy. That's oh shit. What the hell is happening to this neighborhood? Uh-oh, I think we're in LA. Look at this earthquake happening. Jesus. Share. Let's share something. I hope this is like Facebook integration, because that's always a good idea. Select a save game and press send. I don't have a save game. Oh, it's a Wii Connect 24 thing. Alright, fair enough. Can I turn it up? Yeah. Games? You mean there's games in the game? Oh, minigame. Well, it is... Oh, okay, so it's like Mario Party, which makes sense. It's just Our House Party, not Mario Party. Alright, cool. Let's play. I like the frame drops. Even... the Wii can't quite keep up with all these graphics. Let's go, new game. Alright, let's pick out plot of land. What do you think is the... I guess they're all corner lots. They're probably all pretty good, real estate-wise. Sure. Hang on. Let's move my webcam out of the way a little bit. Oh, what I can probably do, shift this off to the side, because that part of the screen isn't being used anyway. And then I'll shift my webcam a little bit further down here. There we go. Call it Bingus? Well, you don't have to tell me twice. Pushing on that PowerPC CPU. There's more like a lack of power PC. Am I right, fellas? All right. Done. Holy shit. We would solve a lot of housing issues if we could just drop them onto land like that. All right. It's just me. I guess I'm... Oh! Was I able to choose one of these? I thought it was saying like how many players are playing. Or am I forced to play as this character? This game looks so funny. Like the camera is just like... Oh, now I choose my character. Alright, fair enough. Fuck, man, fuck the Wii for making me point my controller at the screen at all times. Oh, okay, who are we playing as? Desi, Joe, Brooke, Trent. Trent. I feel like anyone who's named Trent, I feel like you know exactly what this guy's personality is gonna be. Phil. Hilly. Kevin. There's a lot of people in this game. Cedric. Emmy. Wow, there's so... Mrs. Mom. First name Mrs., last name Mom. Oh, that was our first character, wasn't it? Holy shit. What a cast of characters. Trent Reznor. Why the long face? Everyone's got a really long face. It's like... Dawn. Trent. I feel like Trent is really funny. Oh, you can make them like... Oh, I guess I've chosen him now. I thought I was just like making him dance. Alright, well we're going with Trent. I don't know how the hell Trent is gonna buy a house in this economy. I'm absolutely positive he works at Baskin Robbins and then goes surfing every evening. You have to be Mrs. Mom. Oh, it's too late now, I think. Oh, we also get to choose our house. Gingerbread, Lancelot, modern. Is that really what you'd call modern? I guess, in the sense that like sometimes modern buildings will just have like a bit jutting out for no reason, but also I feel like you wouldn't call that modern. I feel like you'd call that unfinished. Trent Reznor composed the Quake soundtrack. Put some respect on us. Alright, you're fair enough. I'm gonna pick a Victorian house because I feel like there's no reason Surfer Bro Trent would live in a Victorian house. Ugly air house. True. For Sims 3 standards. I guess that's kind of what they're going for, right? Jesus. Oh yeah! Finally! Drake's in chat, guys. The Home Depot, the star of the show. Oh, thank God. We were going a little bit too long without visiting Home Depot, I reckon. How to play. Add items to your cart. Yeah, I know how to fucking go to the shops, bro. Wait, race to the counter before time runs out. Jesus Christ. Home Depot is not a very friendly store if this is actually unironically how you have to shop there. Inventory. Hand. Alright, we're trying to get 200 nails, I think? Oh, circular saw. Wait, what? Oh. What? What? Oh! Am I? Okay. Look at Trent spinning around in the corner. Alright. An average day at the Home Depot. Excellent. I think I won. What did I just witness? They're all just flying around. Alright, let's give it another go, shall we? Black Friday at the Home Depot. Yeah, that must be it. Wait, what are we doing now? I thought we were like trying again. Alright, 11 home improvement projects available. What do we even... Join forces to choose, otherwise randomize, navigate using analog stick. What does join forces to choose mean? Alright, I'm obviously gonna pick man versus nature. Well, what was the point of that? It's just... Huh? Oh! It was whatever the most people were landing on? Well, how the hell was I supposed to know that from join forces to choose? I mean, I guess, in retrospect, I can kind of see what they were trying to say, but... I feel like without the prior knowledge, there's no way. Alright. Why play Super Mario Galaxy when we have this Masterpiece, I know. Alright, well, I guess we're doing Sprout School, whatever that means. Sprout School, 1, green. So, what was that whole, like, bumper carts at the Home Depot? Like, what was the point of that? Because now we're just kind of like, it was like, buy some stuff within the time. None of us, I think, bought anything, and now the game's just like shrugging and like, oh well, Sprout School. Alright. Green thumb. Bonus tool. Air horn. B to frighten bunnies. Seems a little bit needlessly cruel if you ask me, but alright. Move plants from pots to garden soil. Watch out for bunnies, they eat the plants. Okay, move plants from pots to garden soil. Press B to scare bunnies. What the hell was that? Why was it... Okay. Move plants from pot... Oh, okay, this is the pot. Wait, what? Oh. Alright, you gotta have to hold A to, like... Okay, there's bunnies. I'm pressing B, but it's not doing anything. How do I get rid of the bunnies? Oh, okay. Wait, what? Oh, so I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm just gonna stand here and just throw the bunny into the trash can over and over. Good game. Guys, don't call Peter. I know we're abusing animals right now, but... Oh yeah, meme school, I remember that. I can't believe this game encourages animal abuse. I know! Like, unironically... Oh, I guess... Yeah, we lost. I mean, to be fair, I was doing nothing except launching the bunny into the trash can. Don't call Peter as in Peter Griffin. That's what I meant. Peter. Don't call Peter. That's what I meant to say. This game gives me sad vibes, like some kid asks their parents for a video game and they just pick this out for them without any thought. You know, it really is quite bad. Overall standings, Sprout School. What does that mean? I'm trying to like, need to weed. Yo, 420 bro. You know, I'm trying to like, come up with things to say about this, but it's like, indescribable. Just shit is just happening. And it happens too quickly for me to even react to it. Alright. Pump sprayer. So the bonus tools, I don't think I have these yet. These are like, might be things that I win later on. Spray weeds and flowers to score. Avoid spraying fruits and vegetables. Score the most points to win. Plus to pause. Alright. Oh shit. I have to point at the screen again. It's the B button. Yeah, I don't think it told me that, but still. They're not flowers, but... Don't shoot fruits. Okay. Which ones are the weeds? Oh, this stuff? Or this stuff? Okay, yeah, it's that stuff. I don't know, it doesn't look that ugly. Ah! I hate pointing at the screen. Oh. Alright, my nunchuck port is just weird. It's playing some very sad music, I thought I'd game overed. Oh. Yeah, fuck flowers. What did flowers ever do for me? I guess I'm kind of doing okay at this. I mean, I don't like it. I don't like how, like, when you press the B button, like, your Wiimote necessarily moves. Fun fact, they actually make you play this during orientation when you go to work at Home Depot. Oh yeah, it's like that McDonald's DS game, right? Same dungeon. Yeah, I guess I wonder if you can fix that somehow. Like, I'm guessing maybe the solder joints are a little off. Jesus. Well, Trent has secured a solid 2nd place. Overall project standings, Sprout School. True. I don't know how you could argue with those words in that order. Oh, the bonus tools are bought at Home Depot. Well, then why is it even... Oh, so it's telling me... what it's telling me is you could have had these, but you don't because you suck. It makes sense when you know that, but it doesn't explain any of this to you at all. Like when someone else explains it to you, it's like, oh, okay, now I get it. But I guess I was supposed to read the manual, right? How to play. Cut the most grass to win. Collisions stall your mower. Pull to restart it. Pull what? What's the pull button? Oh, okay. So I'm seeing looking at the controls. So if it stops. Oh, I see. So you just do one of these. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Again, it's not the clearest explanation in the world, but you know what? I'll take it. Oh, all right. Nice pulling on nothing. Alright, so we're just kind of... Alright, so we're playing bumper cards again. Same thing we were playing in Home Depot, but now we're just playing it in, on the lawn. Oh! I guess I just run around, right? Like... Try and avoid over-mowing the bits that have already been mowed. Jesus Christ! Who just mowed a dog? Holy! Unironically, bumper cars. Like, that's actually what we're playing. This game really doesn't like animals. Like, first we were launching rabbits into trash cans, and now we're like running over dogs. We're absolutely mutilating dogs with a lawnmower. Yeah, this is what the average lawnmower experience is like, just slamming into each other. Oh! Cool. Who's actually winning? Oh, I guess the numbers are on the right side, but I can't see them because the chat is in front of them. Alright, it'll be a mystery, it'll be a surprise. Who mowed the most lawn? Oh, I should have drawn a dick. What a missed opportunity. I won! Oh, nice. Hell yeah. I didn't expect that. I never expected to start getting the hang of Our House : Party. Chatter's winning? You know, that's a good point. Like, can we really say anyone who's playing this game is winning? You know what? I can imagine people having fun playing this at a family gathering, this minigame specific. You know, I will say, that game was, and this is high praise, that game, competent. Absolutely competent. Alright. Oh, is this the final result? Is this how well we did? But we didn't actually set any of this up. All we did was, well, I guess we did plant some flowers, and then we sprayed some shit on a wall, and then we mowed the lawn, and then suddenly all of this was erected, I guess. Somehow I won. I feel like I failed most of that. $4,000 value increase. Well. Thanks, the Home Depot. I couldn't have done it without you. Even though none of us actually seemed to pick up anything from the Home Depot. All right, all right. My house. Oh wow. So my house value has increased by 4,000, implying that I bought this house for $10,000. I guess this is what, the 1800s. Home Depot is actually going to send me 4,000? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There's that wide mower you've been looking for. Yeah. What I've always dreamed of, the wide mower. Hang on. I don't know if it's quite wide enough though. Let me try and help them out there. How do I get it wider? I have to drag it all the way over. There we go. I'd say this is about wide enough for me. See, they said I was looking for a wide mower. That's technically true. I have been, but only if it's this wide. If it's any less wide than this, I don't think so. I don't think so. I feel like what they gave me was a narrow mower. It's gotta be alright. Now we can continue the game. Oh, there's my cursor. Cool. Let's just play the rest of the game like this, I think. Anyway, alright, no, alright. Alright. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Wait, what? Oh, because I bought it, my house is now $3,000 less valuable? Is that how house value works? That when you buy a wide mower, your house value goes down? Yo! Thanks for the Bezos bucks, Toki1999. Thanks for the Prime sub. I really appreciate that. Thanks for for hanging out. Oh, that's not me. Okay, cool. I was a little bit confused. Yeah, that's not my house. That's their house. I guess that's my bad for like making the screen too wide and not knowing what was going on. I screen recorded this. Can I put it on my channel? Yeah, sure. I'm down with people making clips. Oh, thank God. I think it's true. We were going a little too long without a cameo from the Home Depot. Let's finally take another trip there. Okay, so my inventory has a hand in it. I've cut off someone's hand, and I'm holding it in my inventory. And I have 450 nails, whatever that means. Alright, so there's a forklift, there's a saddle brush, there's a diamond blade, there's an air horn. I'm gonna go after the forklift. Come on. Oh, no one else is going after the... Oh, everyone's going after the forklift. Me, I want the forklift. Oh, for God's sake, do I really have to like just shove it over to the cash register? How is... Fuck you, Grandma. How am I even... Wait, why did I drop the forklift? Jesus Christ, I hate this game. Okay, someone got a brush. No one got anything else. I really wanted the forklift. Off to bed. Have a good rest of your night. Or I guess have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I finally caught Matt KC live, man. Thank you for your videos. You're welcome. Also, and you're particularly welcome for this. All right, what are we all gonna choose? Well, I kind of don't get a choice, right? Because I'm only 25% of the vote. So Cool. That was worthwhile. That forklift is driving itself? It is. Oh yeah, how did I drop a forklift? That's probably a new sentence. Are you certified to operate it? I mean, I was doing a pretty good job. I was like, you know, maneuvering it, and then it just got stuck in the corner. Okay, so bug spray. We don't have any bonus tools. Just gonna point at the screen some more. Honestly, I have to call it like it is. More animal abuse. Alright. Ah, for God's sake, I have to mash the button as well. That spider is huge. What are we, in Australia? No, we're not. Australia doesn't exist. Ah! Jesus Christ. They're so big. Come on. I really wish it wasn't the B button because it's so hard to like point it in the right place and press B at the same time. Oh, it's still going. Now they're just climbing all over the walls. I think you might need a little bit more than bug spray for this kind of infestation. Ugh. I feel like this is actually like probably not good for your arm to be like holding this position. I mean, I guess if I was a little bit further back, I could be more like this. Because if I'm too close, the sensor bar doesn't pick it up, or at least this doesn't pick up the sensor bar. I don't know. I feel like this can't be very good for your arm. I'm secretly loving this game. You know, there is a charm to it. The visuals are not the worst, but it's also just very. It's clearly like it very much exemplifies shovelware, where it's such a absolute nothing game that it's so hard to even review it. Like, oh, we're mowing the lawn again. We're playing bumper cars again. Goofy. Yeah, Goofy is a good way. I'm playing that Goofy Home Depot party game. You know it. And I'm absolutely nasty at it. Look, see? I just demolished that dog. He deserved it. Someone needs to make a mod for this game where you get extra bonus points for hitting the dog. Oh, for God's sake. Boom, boom. Soulless, yeah, a little soulless. Like, it's competent. Like I said, this lawnmower game is certainly competent. The visuals are... They don't have a ton of great design taste, but again, competent. The guys, the characters, their faces are too long. But I do get that feeling of like, I don't know what you call it. I am getting those endorphins when I come first. I'm like, yeah, I did do really well at that. So, you know, there is that.
Yay!
Someone should make a mod for this game where hitting the dog bricks your console. Jesus. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. Do not abuse the dog, even if it is made of fucking titanium for some reason. You do just kind of slam right into it. Replace the characters with Nintendo ones and you're good to go. Yeah, maybe. Maybe if they were Mii's, right? Oh, so we're done. Oh, so two of us did manage to do just as well somehow. Cool. All right. Well, let's do one more, and then I think we'll have exhausted the most of our house party. Why didn't they use? Oh, I forgot to draw a dick. True. Someone remind me. Next time we're mowing the lawn, I just got to draw a dick. And then, but how do I get the dick to stay there? Like, do I have to just repeatedly smash into everyone else so they don't ruin it? Right? Too easy. It is an easy game as well. Like, I guess it's probably designed for people who are not professional gamers such as myself. It's probably designed, well, it's designed for families, obviously, so it's gonna be lowest common denominator. How do I get the dick to stay there? True! The universe, we may never know. Oh, I'm getting some Discord messages. I'll check those out after we finish Act 3 of Our House Party. Oh, this music? Yeah, this is absolutely some off-the-shelf, like, lounge music from... This is probably from Premium Beats Collection 2006, right? Speedrun.com. Honestly, I'd do it. Yeah, make me the mod. I'll verify everyone's speedruns, make sure they're not cheating. Alright, well, we're doing this shit again. Oh, yo, we've got a computer monitor in the top left. Alright, what is that actually? Gaming monitor, 144 hertz. Oh, it's not anything. Well, I'm gonna grab it anyway. I can't wait to play some Halo with that. Oh, you can't pick it up apparently. It just floats around. Well, I'm getting the power strip then, so I can play my gaming rig in peace. Fuck you. No, it's my power strip, not yours. Oh, for God's sake! Why did I lose the... What? Oh, was I supposed to get a box? Oh! I guess I should have read the instructions more closely. I can only afford certain things. That's bullshit. My house is worth like $16,000. I'm practically rich. Well, oh well. I mean, does it really matter? What if we all pick something different, actually? Oh, you can't force the AI to pick something different. They're always gonna pick something. Damn it, alright. I don't know if there's gonna be any lawn mowing in this one, so I don't know if we'll be able to draw any dicks. Maybe there will be, though. If I build it... No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's give this a go. Oh, I see. Hang on. I have to point more shit at the screen. Damn it. Oh, I can't pick it back up? Okay. Well, how precise is it? What? Cool. It's very out of alignment, but alright. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. There we go. Beautiful! It looks just like a real house. I like how you don't even have to rotate them. You can just kind of plop them down and they work. Oh, no, I'll rotate. Oh, well. So how are you supposed to rotate them? Do you like... Alright, I guess so. No? There. Perfect! Perfect placement. Yes, real physics, obviously. This might be the jankiest one yet. I kind of hate this. Why did the bricks just... What is even happening? How do I rotate it? How do I get it in there? Alright, well. Too late. So we're playing at this at PAX? Absolutely, we must. Oh yeah, we did. We're building with brown bricks, although they're actually grey. They're grey bricks, but this is certainly mine crap. Why does that sound like the Sonic spring sound? I love how you just put bricks down in like they don't even touch each other. It's like, yep, and then you actually try to get it in, and it's like, nope. All right. Be the first to match boards to the project blueprint. Steal boards to sabotage opponents. Oh, okay. All right. Give it a go. More pointing at the screen. Okay. How do I rotate them? Again, it didn't tell me how to rotate them. Alright. Oh, maybe I just don't rotate them. Yeah, good enough. I don't know where that's supposed to go. Oh, I'm building theirs, for God's sake. No, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm taking that. These are mine now. Fuck's sake, give me that. I didn't even... Oh, well. I don't need that. I like how the sounds of frustration whenever I steal something. Thanks, man. I'll take that. I'll take that. Such a weird game. Like, how is anyone actually supposed to win? You just keep fucking with each other's shit. Oh, someone actually did win. Score. Oof. Well, my bad. Yeah, it would have helped if, for most of that, I wasn't building someone else's. I didn't know. Maybe I'm not actually that good at our house party, you know? What we obviously need to do is we need to get 4 actual people together to play this, and then they will never talk to us ever again. But at least then it'd probably be more, I don't know, I was gonna say it might be more fun, but that might be oversaying it. Over-promising. Set and nail boards into place. Place the most to win. Pull out nails to sabotage opponents. Okay, let's give it a try. What? How do I get one? Oh, they're getting them before I can do it. Oh, but we're on a team, so I guess I can just... Yeah. Okay. Excellent craftsmanship. Fantastic. Excellent work. What? Alright. That'll do. Just... Alright. What? Where's my... Okay. I'm gonna try and steal their plank. There. No. Why? Oh, I'm supposed to be nailing. I see. Do I? Oh, okay. I can like. Well, they didn't have to play with motion controls. I did. Just garden gloves with nails. Yeah, perfectly safe. Excellent craftsmanship. Those might be some of the straightest boards I've ever seen. Alright? Can confirm this is exactly how carpentry works. Yeah, I mean, I believe it. That looked safe and structurally sound to me. Damn. Well, at least I got a shed. I mean, yeah, it might have. I might be living in a dangerous area with a rundown shed, but at least I have a shed, you know. Well, my house is still worth more because I won the last two. I think it is at least. Actually, maybe it's not anymore. What's my house worth now? 17. After buying thousands of tickets over the past decade, you finally won 234 nails. That might be the most financially irresponsible thing I've ever heard. I've been buying tickets for a decade, and I won some nails, and my house is worth $17,000. It's not like nails are the currency. Seriously, it's not like it's... Or is it? Hang on. No, it's worth $17,000, but I only won a bunch of screws from the lottery. What the fuck? Who's running this city? Alright, whatever. I can guarantee you we can get Proton John to play this with us. Hell yeah. It's about time. Can I buy a house for that? For 100 and something, like, screws? Yeah, maybe. Nails are how you buy things, but what's the money for? Why do you have dollars and not and you don't use them to buy shit from Home Depot? Anyway. I know. I'm acting like this game has any logic at all. Everything in this game is aggressively bouncy. It's scaring me. True. All right. I think that's enough. A house colon party. Jesus. Oh, apparently we're still playing though. I don't know how to stop playing. I don't need a wide mower, I've already got one. Alright, let's see if I can try to buy something. Here, I'll try to buy... So if I can't afford it, does it just not go into my thing, or? Oh, okay. I see. That's how. Oops. How do I pick that back up? Okay. God, why are these? Well, I couldn't quite figure it out. Pump Sprayer was my nickname in college. Hell yeah. Alright, alright, I think I'm just gonna stop. I don't want to play another one. Oh, gosh. Well, I hope you all enjoyed A House colon Party. I mean, that was... The only thing that could have made that party better was, you know, some 40s, some syrup. I don't actually know what he says, but yeah. That was screwed up. Ba-dum-ts. You know what I thought about, here's what I thought about our house party. Hang on.
That ain't no party. That's party.
Oh, damn it, it's a censored version. I hate that. Where's the original? Here. Okay, great. Found it. This is a lot of effort for this this joke.
Fuck Mario Party,
A house party.
That ain't no party. That's pussy ass party, Real parties got some dro, you know, some syrup, Shit, that ain't even one blunt. Ain't even one blunt in that game, what you got? You got mini games where you run on top of a ball. But nigga, fuck that,
True, based.
140 there, I ain't seen no niggas ain't even playing beer pong. What kind of party is that?
True. Shit. No beer pong. Not even one blunt. So anyway, that's my official review of our house party. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I wanted to do? We could play Minecraft, or I could just finish up and I'll get on stream in 2 days. I forgot to draw a dick again. Well, we didn't really get a chance because they didn't give us a mowing minigame a third time. I ain't even one blunt in that game. To be fair, if you're running on top of a ball, you probably are tripping. Well, not if there aren't any blunts at this party. I mean, come on. Alright, maybe I'll just call it there. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for hanging out. I'll hope to be back. Oh, it's already Tuesday. I was going to stream like Monday and Wednesday. Hopefully be back either Thursday or Friday. We'll see. It might even, if I feel like it, I might even be back tomorrow. Depends on, depends on how other stuff goes. But thanks everyone for joining. I hope you all had a good time. I had a good time. I do have a legitimate soft spot for Wii shovelware. I really do. It's so bad, but so fun at the same time. Tuesday, isn't it? First time this was a great stream. I'm glad you thought so. I'm glad. I'll go get some food. It's yeah, I actually haven't eaten much today. I just realized, like, I ate some fruit this morning, and now it's 4 p.m. That's all I've eaten all day. All right. I have the overwhelming urge to go to Home Depot now, so it was great. You know, yeah, if you go to Home Depot, make sure to buy exactly one plank of wood out of respect, to show your allegiance to the Home Depot brand. I don't know what you're going to do with that plank of wood. Like, that was never explained. But you just buy it. All right. See you guys next time. Let's see. Do I have any friends to raid? Not really. I'll see you guys. I'm gonna say tomorrow or the day after. Same sort of time. I'll see you. Yeah, and I'll do some more fun shit. All right. Bye bye.